Dave Cull took his figures to the media this morning, and they make for sobering reading. The maximum expected cost to the community if the government's building seismic performance document is approved is $1.8 billion. The number of earthquake-prone buildings in Dunedin, more than 1,500. The cost to the council just to assess the problem, $5.6 million. The councils have looked at the government's document and done their own work on what the outcome may be. Cull says there are plenty of variables involved.
Do you look at just parts of buildings? Because clearly some parts of buildings are more dangerous to people than other parts, and those are, for instance, parapets on old buildings, gable ends, and any ornamentation and spires that can fall off and land on people in busy areas.
A major variable is the difference between north and south.
We appreciate that the southern region is somewhat different from other parts of the country in that we have a much higher proportion of older and therefore earthquake-prone buildings per head of population.
There are also different economic conditions.
We've taken as a baseline that it costs about $400 a square metre to earthquake strengthen a building, just roughly. That would be pretty much the same anywhere in the country. But the economic drivers for building owners and people renting commercial property, for instance, are quite different in Dunedin than they would be in Auckland. They're quite different in Gore than they would be in Dunedin.
But Cull and the rest of the southern mayors got a spray from Building and Construction Minister Maurice Williamson this afternoon. He says the government has estimated a $1.7 billion cost for all of New Zealand and accused them of scaremongering and punching at fog. He said aspects of legislation like new building standards, which stipulate the strength of new buildings, are already different in different cities. Submissions on the government document close on March the 8th. Expect plenty more debate after that. David Lockray, 9 Local News.